Alright, YouTube, what's going on guys? It's Kai, we're back with another video. Today we're at Locals, but there's my teammates, they are not free at the moment, so I'm just technically doing the video right now. Today I'm going to be doing Mysterune, or they call it Rune in OCGs. I'll be doing the deck profile today, and I've been using this deck since my last Locals, so the deck build is basically pretty standard, and the only things I change, I believe, is just the build or the side decks, so not really that much of a matter because people think that this build is a deck out build, but I don't really think so. It's a more of a control based deck. You use it to control opponent's momentums, and you use it to like drag until your opponent's out of resources, and then you just kill it with your resource. Unless you're control build, but I don't play that. I play of a combo build, so I'll show you guys the decks. I'm gonna be showing the spell first. First off would be the 3 field spells. What this card does is your quick spell Rune can activate during your opponent's turn from hands. So all your cards becomes like Sky Strikers but at the hand, and if you activate the quick spell of Rune and you can after resolving your new chain, you can target up to 3 quick spell from the graveyard, which is Rune in their name, of course. Return it to the bottom deck and you still draw that same number, which is really busted. You use this to grind, you use this to fix your hands. We'll explain much of it later. Next off, we have the pretty much engage of the decks. This card searches 1 and banish your opponent's top deck, and all of them have similar effects. You can summon 1 Rune fusion monster from the extra zone, and that really came up. And of course, the basic lemma will be these trees, the destroy special summon monsters, the forbidden lance, I believe. Oh, 了解了解。3 Imperm, Mystical. The lineup is pretty standard. Searchers, destroy some monsters, can be destroyed by battle or card effect once. Imperm and MSTs, they all have similar effects. After using their second effects to pop or anything, you can banish top decks. There's a similar combo to this. During your late games, if you have this and this, you can during your end phase use this to search this and use the field just to put it back to draw again. Next time you search again, so it's like a mini loop during the end phase. But it only workable if your deck is thin after your reasonings. So bit too many, right? And the 2-offs, this doesn't came out much. It's just coming clutch. Your opponent draw cards and banish top 4s. If your opponent search 1, you banish 1 random from hand, banish 4. You banish top decks equal to your opponent's cards on the field. So in the late game, you use this to deck them out. I did that to multiple people. I just decked them out. I cite my synchro stuff out and put in some anti-meta stuff. I use this to deck my opponents out. They can't deny it. They Lancia it, I can use it to the opponent's turn, so it doesn't matter. So these are the runes cards, is a lot. I believe it's 21. And for the MVP of the decks, this card is really good. No matter your opponent declare right or wrong, you just want to send all of this. You want to send them all and use the field to flip it back, and this is just a second chance. Summon monster or not, doesn't matter. You wanted the spell. I used it many times. So even opponents like guess right every single time, but doesn't matter. I just wanted the spell in the graveyard and just control my opponent's pace. And 2 call by for combos for hand traps. This deck very loses to hand traps, especially Maxis. But if Ash, doesn't matter, you want to bait it as much as possible. For the monster layout, I play the Synchro variants. If you guys are playing in the TCGs, this doesn't really matter. What matters is this. This doesn't matter as well. And for the monster, I play with 3 Ash. I don't play Maxi. I thought about it. If you guys notice, all of my monsters are tuners. As long as I can have a Rune Fusion monsters and any tuners, I can still full combo. So I will explain why this is important, and this doesn't really do much. You can play, if I can, I will play 3 of these, but I choose to play 1 Jet because if you trigger this effect, you get called by, none of them will come back. If you have this alone, you can use it as a standard. You can play Cold Wing if you want, but a level 1 tuner will be better. That's all for the monsters. I believe it's 40. And now for the sync extra decks, this is the part where it's interesting. The few searchers, the end time, and the savage few spells. This is here because if you guys wanted to answer, if you have field spell, you activate this and then you special summon this. It's effect discard a cost to search a spell, field spell. You can chain through these 2 back to draw and then search a spell, which is really nice. And also, if your opponents activate Feather Dusters, you can activate the quick spells to special this, and during resolve you can still prevent it from destroy. You can destroy this card instead, which is really nice. And for this, I don't play the continuous spells. I just wanted to, for the time call, you special summon it, and face you get 1000s, and your opponent get another spy time. And this is just savage back your field spell and do another grind. That's all. And because of their easily accessible, you activate your quick spell, summon this. You even summon your Ash, you can still combo it with your Crystron, Hulky Firebrax, or Rodon. I did that to multiple times. I always summon this and then the full combo. If my opponent doesn't have head traps, they gotta get it. And these two don't need to explain much. For the package, this is if you play this, and there's another combo with this that I will explain later, and I'll just put this here first. And for the others will be Herald, Stru, Chenying, and Yugioh. This is the main combo I explained you with Despo 001. So the main thing is if you have summon this or anything, you can make this. And if it's better, if you not summon the Ash, you summon the Despots. So these two you make Hulky Firebrax, you summon another Despots, and you these two into Auroradon, and Auroradon's effect will triggers, which is special summon a 3 tokens, and this moment you will trigger 2001, you also summon itself, and you can use its effect to tribute to summon the lion and use these two to make librarians, and Alliance effect will trigger to summon another tokens, and then these two gonna make Chitulu. Chitunga, its effects allow you to draw cards, and you can make another one to draw another cards. This can be another one, but I decided to play this because sometimes I play the Magician's Souls, so you can play this as once. So you make this into Yugioh, and this effect triggers will allow you to draw 2 more cards. And Yugioh's effect, attach 2, you draw another 2, you discard 2. So with this combo, you're drawing 5. And of course, drawing too much will be not as better as you thought, but it filters out your spells, allowing your field spells to active even more during opponent's turns. It's okay if your hand size limit is exceeded and during your end phase have to discard all, doesn't matter, your field spell is gonna recycle back and draw you extra one during opponent's turns. So back to your turn, you have multiple hands to interact with your opponent's turn. That's why I play this package. For the side deck, I played this because if my opponents see that I'm playing a Synchron build, the good stuff, mostly they're gonna say something like Maxis, Ash, even Nibiru, or even Lava Golem, that sort of things. So outside this in, my reasoning will be summoning out this instead. And for this, it doesn't matter because I won't combo anymore. and just summon this, and they just have to flop. I was playing 3 and this 2, so I believe this is 3, this is 2, so because I want to see it other than this. And for control decks, of course I play the one Jinzo. Against Alter guys, your reasoning is like this, you technically just one on the spot. If you summon this and they have this, their Metastic can't do anything, can kill these both, they have to choose either one. Because if they link Rebels, they have to summon a way to make out either one, they have to choose. And for mirror match, I'll be playing this instead. And for you guys who didn't know, this card is your opponent cannot activate quick spells. So with a mirror match, you can activate but your opponents can't. You reasoning this out, you guarantee the game on the spots. Combos for Brave Tennies, Adventurers, etc. My decks doesn't normal summon, I use reasoning a lot, so it doesn't matter I got summoned on it or not, I just wanted to clear my opponent's board and drag them out of the game. 2 Cosmic for the back row. This came out once, I Cosmic my opponents and I summoned this. I gained back 1,000, so I banished one for free. Evenly going second. Since you're skipping battle phase anyway, so you just wicked the field. And the 2 that can be one for Flunderies, this card came out a lot, it saved my life a lot of time, so I wish I played 3 but I don't have the space. If you notice, all my monsters are all different attributes, with different types. If I side out this, so I won't be crashing any attributes, especially if you have like the border, the machines, beasts, angels, doesn't matter. So guys, that's it for the profile. This is the build I tested out last week, but I'll be changing build every single week because that's what we do. We're changing builds, we're testing every single list available and see if it works or not, and bring out suggestions. If you guys have any suggestions, be sure to let me down in the comments below, and hope you guys will see you next time. Take care everyone. Bye.